Why Morgan Gautrat is moving to Newcastle. A new chapter in her career. Morgan Gautrat, a former U.S. World Cup champion, has made history with the Orlando Pride, winning the 2024 NWSL Shield, America's first women's league title, and later claiming the league championship. At 32, she's spent over a decade at the top of the women's game, playing for the Houston Dash since 2015. Now, as she walks through St. James's Park, the home of Newcastle United, she reflects on the journey that brought her here. The stadium's walls are adorned with images of fans and players, and the words "United" and "Ready" are etched in black and white. You imagine yourself on game day, walking out, she says, what you'll feel and expect. She steps out, touches the grass, and smiles, calling it a footballer's dream. This is a special place, she says, one that feels like a second home. Newcastle's rise to prominence is undeniable. They're a newly minted champions of the Carabao Cup, their first domestic silverware in 70 years, yet their women's side remains in the second tier of the Women's Super League, WSL. In this context, Gautrat's move from Orlando to Newcastle seems almost surreal. A double World Cup winner wearing Newcastle's jersey is a moment that demands reflection. As recently as 2023, Newcastle were on the fourth rung of the ladder. With players juggling careers and training at night, manager Becky Langley once washed the team's kit after a grueling session. Today, they're a professional club with a bright future, and Gautrat's arrival brings 6 new close-season signings, including Jordan Nobbs, who has earned 71 caps for England. Newcastle's ambition is clear. Their head of recruitment, Ben Maitland, was drawn to Gautrat's potential to elevate the club. It's a really amazing project, she says. Ben talked to my agent and me, and it just seemed like the club is extremely ambitious. At this point in my career, I'm excited to join something like this and help lead a team to success. Gautrat's motivation is twofold. She's eager to experience a different footballing culture and immerse herself in Newcastle's vibrant community. She's been a fan of the city for years, hearing nothing but praise about its people, fans, and culture. It's an exciting time to be part of this, she says. I had a great conversation with Becky, and everyone seems on the right track. The timing is intriguing. Orlando, battling again as the NWSL enters its second half, has signed Lisbeth O'Valley from Tigres for a record-breaking $1.5 million fee. Gautrat isn't an afterthought there. She explains her decision to leave a club like Orlando, but the question lingers. Why now? It's a good question, she says. I had an option year in my contract. And they have to tell you ahead of time if they're planning on exercising that. There are salary cap rules. Once they tell me they're not, I'm a free agent. I can look around the world and see what other opportunities are out there. This one caught my eye because of the project. Gautrat's philosophy is simple. She wants to join places where she can leave a lasting impact. I've always loved joining places I could help make better, she says. This will be no different, hopefully. Her career in the NWSL has been a proving ground, with 11 seasons under her belt. She's played in France, with Lyon 7 years ago, and found it challenging, but she's now eager to try a new style of play. I've always wanted to come to a place like here and experience a different approach to football. What does she mean by that? When I watch European players, they all have this base technical ability, she says. I feel like most European players watch soccer from a young age and are immersed in it. In America, it's different. People don't watch the game often, and there aren't many teams with a rich football culture. This affects player development. For the WSL 2 season, the challenge is unclear. I'm wondering too, she says. Time will tell, I guess. Playing at this level will test her adaptability, but she's excited to be a leader and help younger players grow. Winning the NWSL and the Shield gives you that experience of big games, learning how to manage teams and close out matches. Think I can really help. Gautrat's send-off comes early in August, as she plays her final match for Orlando. That would be sick, she says, and she means it. That would be so cool, because I imagine those matches are pretty rowdy. Newcastle's new identity is promising. It helps that we speak English, she says, though this may be an underestimate of the Geordie accent. She's excited to explore the city, the water, and the culture. Flying in here, I could see the coast and love the water. I grew up on the water. That's very exciting. She's not looking forward to the gold, but soccer-wise, it'll be wonderful. In Orlando, she'd feel exhausted, but today, she's thrilled. Is this summer? I'm in trouble. Gautrat's new team will play most of their home games across the Tyne from Newcastle in Gateshead. But the temperature won't be an issue in November when they host Sunderland. The match is expected to sell out to 52,000 fans. A Tyne-Wear derby will be another adventure for her, but she knows the big games, like the biggest ones, well. Now she's tasked with making those games the norm for Newcastle. This is a transformational move for a club determined to become winners.